It's the Full Force News Burst brought to you by GeneralsJoes Reborn.com with me, Diagnostic 80. Could the ill-fated Transformers G.I. Joe live-action movie crossover be back on the table? The rather prolific and consistently solid tipster Mikey Sutton has posted a Geekosity article claiming that a meeting is on the cards to discuss the epic collaboration once again based on how successful next year's Snake Eyes movie is. Inside sources explain that previous attempts had failed based on Michael Bay's negative feelings towards the idea, but now that he is being sideswiped out of the franchise, the crossover is back in the works depending on how well Snake Eyes is received in October of 2021. I swear this story keeps coming back, but I understand that Hasbro and Paramount would want both brands to be in a good place before going ahead with a crossover like this. I for one would have been well on board for hints of a collab with the Bumblebee movie, but alas it never transpired. I think having a few films under each brand first would be a great way to help sow the seeds carefully, but in reality if the next Joe movie is a hit, then it would be full steam ahead with the crossover. I've been very vocal in my excitement for something like this, especially considering what it could do for the Joe brand, which is currently enjoying a renaissance thanks to the classified line, as well as great current comics, and even a new console game on the horizon. I desperately want a really solid, successful, and most importantly enjoyable live-action movie franchise to consume, and if we can get a crossover then bloody brilliant. I'm off to convince the bigwigs at Paramount and Hasbro just how much we need a Gem G.I. Joe crossover as a follow-up. That's it for this instalment of the Full Force News Burst. Thank you to my awesome co-host, me, see you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter at The Full Force, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/The Full Force, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback or questions. We have also started a Patreon page, so if you want to see your name up in lights on these videos or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/The Full Force Podcast or click the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.